And I don't even know if I have the right game on. No. It's only one. It only shows up on Twitch. It doesn't show up on YouTube. It's the only other place I'm streaming. Yeah, went through both. So I think we're good to go over here. I'm not even sure I streamed the last time I pulled. I'm pretty sure I just recorded because I wasn't sure how much time I had at the time. But right now, there are two things I want to do. One, pull Blade. Two, unlock the new Memo boss, the big scarab, so that I can collect talent materials in order to level up the talents for Ruan Mei, Zhu Yi, and maybe Hanya is dependent on it. I'm just going to check that right now. But they all, I think, need it. So if we go under here, under traces, I do know that she needs it. Not for that one. We're not leveling up the basic. This is what I need. The past evils of the borehole planet disaster. And that, I'm pretty sure that comes from Ruan Mei's quest. Let's see. And check also Hanya and Zhu Yi if they need it. No, she doesn't. Actually, I might be able to synthesize some from other materials as well. What is this? Oh, the Tears of Dreams. What about Zhu Yi? She does also need it, yes. So if I go here... Oh, it's not even in the... I don't have the recipe to change to it in the first place. Okay, set. Limited options do tend to funnel us into a singular course, shall we say. As soon as the island freezes. There's the chessboard. Here's the chessboard. Supposed to stand equidistant from the chairs, I think. Look out at the stars and up at the whale or something like that. Like, face towards the stars and look up at the whale, I think is what you're supposed to do. And then as the next step, go over to blades. 1, 2, 3. And then do that. And that's supposed to get him at the target as earlier, though I don't know. It's what Silverwolf said. Not in that one, obviously. Yukong. Or rather, Madam Yukong. Maybe this time? Nope. Not that time either. Maybe I'll get some Zuyis. What do you think? Will you get some Zuyis? I only have already one. March. I'm pretty sure I have already 6 now. Doesn't look good. Although I have gotten characters, at least one character in each pull so far, so that is better luck than it could be. It's somewhat worse though. And I have been having some fairly bad luck this week, just in general in my life, and I'd like to have that turn around. Oh, there's Shui. And Ting Yun. Oh, that is pretty good. Could of course be better. I hope I have enough to get Blade. I don't know. And of course I do also tend to lose my 50-50. Last character I lost to was Bladey, so I have her now. I believe... Oh, another G. Nice. So now she's E3, I believe. And go for more. Nope, not this time either. The only standard 5 stars I don't have, even though I've done enough pulling, I should have, well, actually, not. I don't have Japard, I don't have Yangqing, and I don't have Himiko. Which, no, considering how many there are, that's almost half of them now. Although since I do have Bladey, that means I have one more, right? One more than I'd had before. Because I kept losing my 50-50 to Bronya. So who's it gonna be? Destruction? Oh, it's Himiko. Their addition. I'm actually a bit happy with that because, of course, it's Himiko and what Captain want her. And she's apparently pretty good in pure fiction. But, oh, in the Zhuyi. Can I get Blade, please? Back to back, please? I keep going. So, Several Ralph's Charm didn't work, unfortunately. And of course, now I'm going to have to build Himiko so I can use her in pure fiction. Which... It's funny I got her almost immediately after doing the triple confirm trick. Still didn't work, but I did get a 5-star. Plus Yui, who was also target. March is definitely E6 by now. I didn't even check how many I have left. Nope. Juyi at least? Or maybe Hanya. Oh, I guess since I mentioned Hanya, I got the light cone that has her in it. And Ting Yun. Well, I believe I actually don't have enough for another one. Ouch. And a Herta. And a Tingyun. Oh, that's strange. Oh, I do have enough for one more. Is it gonna be this one? Nope. Do I get Juyi or Hanya? Juyi? Hanya? Maybe? Nothing. March. If. What can I do in exchange? I believe this hasn't refreshed yet. Oh yeah, they're definitely maxed. So I can do a total of 69 for them. I did them one at a time now, actually. I don't think this will show my history up till now yet. It wouldn't be updated. But I want to see if I can call it up. No, this is from last time, because obviously it has Ruan Mei on it. That was not the last 5-star that I pulled. I'm pretty sure, though, that I would be close. Well, let's just do 10. I have... missions are important, too. And I do need to get to them. Wow, no one. Oh, Juyi. Hello and welcome. Do I need 600 for one of the light cones there? I have a 4-star one for Bladey. I can go one at a time. Nope. Oh, perfect timing. That's interesting. Nope. Why did that pause? No. It's gotta be here, right? One of these, please? Not that one. I don't like how deceptive it is. It starts out, it looks like it might, but then it doesn't. Oh, there we go. I save one ticket. Well, you know it has to be Blade. And there he is. And of course I'll have to build him too.
Nice.
Nice indeed. So, I'll go into my characters. There's no way I have enough stuff to build Blade or Himiko. Let's go and see. Oh,
Serving
so
under the 10
fine.
lords as a judge of souls, I come to the world of the living to enforce their will.
Balance follow-up attack reduces enemies' toughness regardless of weakness type. At the same time, restores her HP by an amount equal to 5% of her max HP. Breaking weakness triggers the quantum break event. Oh, I didn't activate that. Skill +2, basic attack level +1.
Serving under the 10 lords as a judge of souls, I come to the world of the living to enforce
When
their
using
will.
ultimate, increases break effect by 40% for 2 turns.
Serving under the 10 lords as a judge of souls, I come to the world of the living
Ultimate
to enforce their
+2,
will.
talent +2.
Serving under the 10 lords as a judge of souls,
And
I
then
come
if I
to the world of the
the
living
max
to
stack
enforce their
limit for
will.
karma decreased to 6. I guess that's for bleed over or something. So now she's E5. Okay, Jingyun. Ultimate +2, talent +2.
The heavens are vast. The kite flies where it wishes.
And Herta. Only needed 1, huh? After using ultimate, this character's attack increases by 25%. 1 turn.
Divine inspiration? It's only several thousand ideas racing through my mind every minute.
And of course I've got Himiko. What do I have that she can use? Not Jingyun's, obviously. Make the world climber. Use. This is damage based on the max energy. Damage increases. Wearer's damage by 12% for every defeated by the wearer. The wearer's attack increases by 4%. When the wearer defeats an enemy, the wearer's crit damage increases. That seems like a good one for her as well. See what relics it gives her. Of course, it's the fire set. I'll have to adjust everything later, though. No, I'll do it later. I want to focus on getting the mission done. Isn't that a good set for him? He does wind, but he also does follow-up. I think I have to get to the proper one for him, because otherwise it won't really work that well. There's wind shear, I think. I think his best might be Arlen. It. Yeah, I'm gonna say that this is a better one for him right now. There ain't no way, though, that I can get him plus level, beyond level 40.
There is no shortcut to destruction.
Oh, I guess I can get
There is no shortcut to
a bit above.
destruction.
But I need to get more materials before I can get him higher than that. I'm gonna use all of them. Pretty sure, yeah, I have lots of these ones too. Isn't it now higher level than he is? The limit for now.
One of the lesser sufferings I've endured.
The tanker he is, the better. 'Cause he'll take a lot. His talent. At least to that. Ultimate. Oh, that's as much as I can anyway until I level them up more. I think I should level this up too. Well, I could only do that much. And Himiko Same, I'm pretty sure I won't be able to level her up much either.
With countless marvelous sights to be seen, I couldn't possibly consider stopping here.
So I'm sure that she's now a higher level than she was when we had her as a trial character. And that's as far as I can do her for now. So neither of them are serviceable just yet. How many do I have for the standard wishes, though, now? I have 16, so I'll do 1. What am I at for the selector? I thought that was where you went to figure that out. I guess not. Or this one. It was blended in. I'm at 221. So I don't have Japard or Yanqing now. So obviously I would go for Japard. He is the tank. Alright, let's start the mission. I need to go to the station, I believe. And we'll do the teleport. I am happy to have Himiko, even though meta-wise she is nowhere close to being considered top. She's like B performance-wise, but it's Himiko. And I will do my best to protect her. In Pure Fiction, it promotes erudition for follow-up quite a bit. So if you had, for example, Jingwan, Himiko, Erta in the same team with their follow-ups, and especially if they can trigger each other's follow-ups one after the other, it'd be really good. Because in that mode, you have monsters who spawn in as soon as the other ones are defeated. And the more you defeat, the more points you get. I haven't played it yet, but it really rewards follow-up attacks a lot more than it does a strong single target attack. And as long as you can trigger them one after the other, you can still do that. So for example, Himiko's follow-ups are triggered by whenever an enemy's toughness is broken, or you do the break effect, it will trigger. So
Ruan Mei. A name that's both... The rumors are already circulating.
Oops.
Let's gather some intel first.
It's gonna go through the black screen again. I really do hate that. And it seems to happen more if I'm doing more, maybe? Such as streaming.
Danger.
Well, maybe if I close Discord... I think I need most other things open. Or even if it's just running in the background. And now I don't have access to my cursor anyway. I do. Maybe that'll help. I don't like it one bit. I'm hoping this is mostly quick so that I can also do my dinner in a fair time. We'll see. Oof.
Ruan Mei. The rumors are already circulating.
It's gonna
Let's
do it
gather some
again.
intel first.
Seriously? Unfortunate when one mission's audio obscures another. It's not like I can really help that much.
I thought Member 4, Poka Kakamon, had gotten rid of most of the society members. I didn't have a lot of hope for this. Oh, look who's here.
Happy to see me.
You're back.
There's quite the crowd here today.
Of course. This is a summit between 3 geniuses.
It's a special time. All departments are preparing to welcome distinguished guests from the Genius Society.
Oh, is Skrillum here again?
Madame Ruan Mei doesn't like fanfare and probably wouldn't appreciate a crowd to welcome her, so I asked the researchers to keep things simple.
There'll still be a crowd.
I took her to see the portraits of the society members a few days ago. I wanted to have the researchers make one for her as well, but she declined the offer.
Oh, she never had one made. I guess she really doesn't like crowds.
I don't get it. Whatever, as long as she's happy.
I heard Miss Ruan Mei likes snacks and pastries, so I asked the researchers to prepare some traditional desserts from the blue. All of them seemed to tickle her fancy.
Well, it's good that things went down well. Is Ruan Mei a great person?
That's like asking, is Herda a great person? The answer is obvious.
Right.
Miss Ruan Mei is the very image of a scholar. I heard she once took a little vacation on a desert planet. By the time she left, she'd miraculously created a boom in the local ecology.
What kind of boom?
She just wanted somewhere uninhabited to experiment with her life spiral system. Ruan Mei is certainly very talented, but she hardly interacts with anyone. She lives like a hermit. Pity.
Don't you know others who live like a hermit?
Anyway, what more needs to be said for someone smart enough to become Herda's research partner, Hurry up and head out! Huh? See if you can find her.
You mean she's missing? Where is she now?
I'm not sure, but she doesn't seem to get around much. She spends most of her time between the master control zone and the railway platform. Maybe you can start your search there.
Alright. You already know me. Invited. Take ultimate to the base. Okay, invited. Spill. Looks like we're in for some juicy news. Oh? Rich note. Don't leak this from the chat. Ruan Mei's coming to the space station. She's already here. You're getting slow with your gossip. You really are something. But we're still preparing for the welcome ceremony. Ruan Mei doesn't appreciate it. I heard she's a loner even among the geniuses, so all our work was for nothing? Why didn't you give a heads up ahead of time? Listen, this space driving. Herta is also turned to Brant. The big shots will show up sooner or later. I'll be waiting then. Apparently Miss Ruan Mei's personality isn't all that great. Word? Is there ever a genius who's normal? Skrillum seems pretty chill. Okay, fine, I'll give you that. Skrillum is a special case. Okay, next we need to go to the supply zone. And in particular, where? Near where the memory of the Doomsday Beast is, of course. The Bard Lando, captain of the Silvermane Guards and an outstanding warrior of Billabog. He is meticulous and vigilant to the core and is always true to himself. And also the middle child of the Lando sibling. He seems to admire Serval a great deal, even though she got exiled by Kokolia. I haven't really seen many interactions between Lynx and her siblings, though. And again, I haven't seen much of Lynx, period. There's some pretty exciting characters coming too, especially in version 2.0, although can't really predict without speculation who's coming when. And a break there. It'd be easier to do it as Branya. She has range.
There's someone next to the railway platform. Could she be...
There's a child. I don't see Screwlum.
I have a feeling we're on the right track.
I'll check the data when I get back.
She's eating something. What the? What is she doing exactly? Poke. You have crumbs on your face. From your, is that a cake?
Hello. I hope I didn't startle you.
Just a question of what exactly you're doing.
This is a work habit of mine. Using touch to open my senses and letting the details of your biological existence flood into my brain helps me understand your construction as a living organism.
Well, I suppose someone ought to understand it. I'm not exactly sure myself.
Such is the basis of deconstruction and reconstruction. Do not be concerned. You are very healthy. In fact, impeccably so. A perfect experimental specimen. I like perfect experimental specimens.
I am not up to dissection. Trying to meet her, or there's a bit of cake on the corner of your mouth.
Oh, really?
You seem unbothered. Doesn't bother to fix
The
it.
views here had me lost in thought. I don't usually go in and out of the space station, and only discovered today that it was blessed with such calm, open views. It is a wonderful fit for the sweet fragrance of lotus leaves, plum blossoms, sticky rice, and frosting sugar.
Is that what's in your cake?
Come here. Look. The blue planet is directly below us. It is so full of life. This dessert is very delicious. Here, take half.
What is it? It would be rude not to accept.
Delicious desserts remind people of how flowers look when they bloom. Ingest this dessert one bite at a time, and the sweetness will linger in your mouth. I hope you like it too.
I don't know what it is still. Need her snack.
So, what do you think? I can certainly prepare more for you. It's become somewhat of a tradition to bring strawberry pastries when I visit Stephen Lloyd. His attendance seems quite dependent on them.
So he likes them.
An outstanding dessert. 10 grams of cubed sugar, 1 dried and salt-preserved plum blossom. Baking and cooking are the same as nurturing a universe. The heat must be controlled, planning must be meticulous, and one must not panic, no matter what happens.
Are you one to panic?
Unfortunately, there are still too many people in the space station. The clamor is not fitting for desserts. By the way, do you remember what my research is about?
Life forms? Something about nurturing life forms?
No. My research
Oh.
area is short stories about toilets. What's going on? What am I talking about?
I see. What a cute hobby.
I'm surprised she didn't say garbage cans.
But remember, the next time something like this happens, it's crucial to mask your expression until you've ascertained the situation. If not, you'll be full of weaknesses that others can see through.
Is that why she's so good at weakness break?
Let's try again. Now, what else would you like to ask?
What did you feed
The
me?
dessert was tasty. I would like more.
That's not what I wanted to say.
Why can't I say what I want to say?
You have quite the appetite. All right, I'll give you the recipe. Come and have a walk with me. A stroll is the most appropriate post-dessert activity. As the masses depart, there's an enveloping calm here. Just like in the no man's land I've ventured to in the past. Can you imagine a completely lifeless world?
Not completely.
From
no.
there, you can glimpse the stars that lie at the very edge of the horizon.
Oh, I can't even
Following
run.
its celestial trajectory, the Great Teal Star illuminates an endless sea of white across both the sky and land. My mother and I navigated calm glaciers, looking for signs of life on that world, and encountered many bizarre phenomena. It was like finding the single correct piece in a mountain of jigsaw pieces. The process was convoluted and unimaginably difficult. But it was touching and enthralling as well. My apologies. It appears my words have left you perplexed. Please, don't be on edge. I bear no ill will. I haven't interfered with your linguistic faculties. Such an act would be impolite. I merely made a minor adjustment.
Adjustment.
A few days ago, I made my interest in you known to Herta. My intention is for you to serve as an assistant. Based on our interactions within the simulated universe, I firmly believe you fit the bill.
I didn't think that was actually you.
I find extending trust beyond myself is challenging. A single error in detailed research can generate issues, and I despise matters that escape my control.
Everything is beyond your control.
Therefore, I
most of
added
it.
anti-truth serum to this dessert. It will not harm you. However, you will be unable to say what you truly think when answering questions related to me.
So, why do you want to hear lies, though?
Treat it as a layer of protection. This will shield my research and your personal safety. Once the problems have been dealt with, I'll give you the antidote. I can also reward you as compensation for being my assistant. I will fulfill your every wish.
You don't know what those are. Problems?
Yes. Problems wrought by my own hand.
Somehow I'm not surprised when you tinker with life the way you do.
When I first arrived on the space station, I borrowed the phase flame from Herta. It's an invention of member number 29 Circle. I hope to be enlightened by other society members' results. A surge of creativity led me to explore the cultivation of life on the space station. In my imagination, these life forms would be a new variety that are born as geniuses. I plan to name them after Lambda, member number 8 of the Genius Society.
How many
I
geniuses?
don't know where it went wrong. They possess their own sentience, but are nowhere near geniuses. Moreover, my free-range approach seems to have backfired. In a lab leak incident a few days ago, some of these little life forms ran away and scattered all over the space station.
Guess you'll want them tracked down, huh?
I do not wish for Herta or Asta to be involved in this. Therefore, I'm hoping you can assist in recovering these little life forms.
You could have asked without the lies here. You can try trusting me, or why don't you want them to know? Or both?
I do trust you.
Why don't you
This
want
has
them
nothing
to?
to do with them. Besides, the more people involved, the more problems there will be.
Okay, let's go
The
then.
researchers are still treating these entities as visitors. I want to steer clear of making my presence known, so as not to cause undue disturbances.
They do know you're supposed to be here, you know?
I entrust this to you. Once the little life forms are collected, Simply find a proper place for them. The researchers in the Department of Ecology should know about this, and provide you with suitable advice. As the masses depart, there's an enveloping calm here. Just like the no man's land I ventured to in the past.
Did you do
Yes.
research there?
My mother and I once spent 11 long polar nights there.
Since she said her name comes equally from her mother and father, her mother must be called Mei, but not Army. Nor is Ruan Mei Army. Let's go back to the Master Control Zone. It's also debatable whether or not Acheron is meant to be Raiden Mei specifically. I mean, I think she is. She has a lot of her appearance. And she shares her Chinese and Japanese voice actors. But it was speculated that Honkai Star Rail's Raiden Mei was supposed to look like their Orochi Kuras battlesuit, which Acheron does not. No, we'll probably find out when more is revealed about Acheron, since that's more than likely a codename. She could be a version of Raiden Mei, related somehow, in kind of a similar way that Brony is related to Bronya. And yet both do exist at the same time. They are alternate world versions of each other. Brony, although she was born in a bubble world, Bronya would be an alternate world version of herself, and not an original. And of course, to the Bronya of Gun Girl Z, she would be the original.
The rumors are already circulating. Let's gather some intel first.
Maybe I should get rid of that. What does interacting with these funds even do? Once you've touched them all? I assume they do something.
What? A place where the space station stores dangerous experimental results? Why would
Apparently that is
anyone
what
want
I
to know that? Wait, did someone send you here to try to get things out of me?
No, we're just
I'm
looking for
not
a
doing
place.
any private business on the space station. I have absolutely no knowledge of any special hiding places. And I certainly haven't sold any old junk rare treasures or discarded curios or anything like that.
Uh-huh. But May asked me to do this.
So cute! Can I get an autograph? So, I really can't say anything about her.
Autograph? What are you on about? You're freaking me out. I won't talk to you if you don't tell me why you're here.
I heard there's some problems on the space station, where May is asking me to recover the leaked experimental specimens.
Oh, that. You've got pretty good contacts if you know that already. The space station is a mess. Everyone's already swamped as it is. And now out of nowhere, there's a bunch of little creatures popping up. If you want to solve the problem, go check out the storage zone. Then you'll understand.
I do want a place to store them, but going to the storage zone isn't exactly going to solve the issue. over there. When do we learn about the secluded zone? Vanguards, those who believe that Terminus represents the end of the universe, are dedicated to drawing prophecies from Terminus' obscure words. Wonder if Terminus is similar to the cocoon of finality. Or in a way, an emanator of it in much the same way that Kiana became. Or Sa, since Sa has an authority that's similar, but also not on the same level as Kiana. That's why she's scared of her. Pardon? You did not want to do that. I wish this would catch up. This may take a minute or two. Unfortunately.
Unworthy.
Can I have fun this time?
Not much.
Time for a buzz.
Told you so. Easy enemies, probably even in their underleveled states, Himiko and Blade could have taken.
Do not concern yourself with the outcome.
Oh wait, I can follow the ring. I don't think I need those yet. They seem unbothered
so
by
many
the
people. This
annihilation.
seems to be the place.
Oh, yeah.
Ruan Mei likes to listen to the space station radio during her research. Some of us younger researchers are her super fans. We're always scanning different frequencies to find out what her tastes are. Do you know her favorite tunes by any chance?
Right. Likes to listen to new style opera or new style storytelling. Probably.
No idea. I just listen to comedy skits. So, I really can't say anything about her.
As expected. You look like you belong in a comedy skit yourself.
I am in one. Or hadn't you noticed? Oh, I didn't mean to step on that already.
Hey, guess what I got my hands on? Word on the street is that this is the downgraded version of Ruan Mei's life cultivation formula. It says 10 carats of ingenuity, 1 ton of practice, 30 particles of starquake, and a few drops of poisonous liquor for Madame Yu Tintu. Rumor has it that it once created a talking chair. Not a particularly intelligent one, but boy, did it have a sharp tongue. They dismantled it and used it for firewood. Can you believe it?
I kinda can.
Let's give it a shot, shall we? First things first, we need to pick out the ingredients.
Constantly burning passion. Confidence that came out of nowhere. Urge to drink 2 bottles of Capo Cali in one go.
We need to add some other good stuff in. But don't go overboard.
IQ, EQ, or beauty?
And now we mix them together. Wait! It says on the recipe, Ruan Mei makes different expressions when nurturing life.
Frowns. The corner of Ruan Mei's mouth twitches, expressing her emotions, or she's expressionless.
Yikes. Take a look at what you just cultivated.
We've nurtured a coffee of 5 nut milk flavored life form. Oh, I can't talk to him, it's just...
Ruan Mei, member 81 of the Genius Society. A resounding name in science and the veritable epitome of lifeform cultivation. Researchers here have heard so much about her for so long. But once she arrived on the space station, she just took over everything. And what did Madame her to do? Absolutely nothing.
What do you expect her to do? Look over everything?
Yes, she's treating this place like her backyard. She's leaving her research notes all over the floor. The end result? Everyone's obsessed with getting their hands on them.
So she's not exactly fastidious, is she?
Molten cheese tart is the best. Its outlook is infectious. Its positive mood has influenced us all.
What is that?
What's our slogan again? 1. Stop complaining. Change your attitude and use the delicious molten cheese tart to stop the flow of negative energy.
I thought it might be one of the cake things,
2.
but I'm not so sure.
Energize yourself. Increase your capacity for action and walk on the path of molten cheese tart's absolute conviction.
Our creed,
Is that what I mean?
molten cheese tart is the best.
Uh-huh. Who's that?
Oh, praise be. You don't know? Molten cheese tart is Madame Ruan Mei's top fan. This is how it preaches. Those who offer their love are expressing admiration and affection for Miss Ruan Mei.
And what does she think about it? What about Scroom's followers? What about Steven's followers?
Oh, let me tell you something. Mr. Screwthum's followers are all very logical, but they're just awaiting the arrival of the mechanical aristocracy. Since you're so interested, I'll tell you how to secure an audience with the Honorable. You need to plaster hearts wherever Madame Ruan Mei has been. If you're sincere enough, the Honorable Molten Cheese Tart will show itself.
Uh-huh.
I heard Madame Ruan Mei is very picky when it comes to snacks. Do you know what her favorites are?
So far, cake.
I don't know about her, but I love fermented herring.
Mm-hmm.
So I really can't say anything about her.
Did I ask about your favorites? Also, that's disgusting. What's wrong with you?
I ate something Ruan Mei gave me. That's what's wrong with me. Why are you barking? Create graffiti in the target area in accordance with the different requirements. Switch types. Gray graffiti and target. Oh, I guess it won't go in certain places, huh? Oh, it'll go there. Oh, the thing disappeared. It came back for a second though. Oh, it wants one to go there. Anywhere else around here? No? Another one? Oh, now there are two.
So this is the little life form Ruan Mei made?
Looks a lot like the one we did. Researcher appears out of nowhere next to you.
I am humbled to meet the molten cheese tart. What are you frozen in place for? Oh, you don't understand the honorable tart. That's okay. No worries for situations like this. We've specifically concocted a synesthesia beacon.
Activate it.
Wakaka! I'm a genius among geniuses.
Actually made my voice. Immediately deactivate it.
That was way too risky.
Oh, molten cheese tart says Madame Ruan Mei has finally recognized my ingenuity. Molten cheese tart says, does Madame Ruan Mei recognize me as a masterpiece?
There's confidence from nowhere.
Molten cheese tart says Madame Ruan Mei still has not recognized me as a life form that passes the requirements. I need to work harder. Oh, such an enthusiastic molten cheese tart. There's a kind of attachment reserved for the creator. To the world, you are but one person. But to me, you are the entire world. Oh, Madame Ruan Mei.
This is nuts.
Hey, you! Yes, you! Don't you have anything you want to say to Molten Cheese Tart? You should at least express how you would like to follow Molten Cheese Tart. We wouldn't want to mistake you for an agent of gray bean paste, would we?
Who's that?
Good! You have great taste! You see,
Why'd they fall
the
through the
Honorable
village?
Molten Cheese Tart has always been fighting against gray bean paste in terms of flavor. The Honorable Molten Cheese Tart is a firm believer that people's lives need to be optimistic. They both hope to receive Madame Ruan Mei's recognition and have been working so hard.
How did she make desserts into life forms? Or you like the taste of molten cheese steak?
Of course. It's not like we have any followers of gray bean paste here. All the ones who came here to stir up trouble have been converted by us. They went from refusing molten cheese tart to loving it. This is called conceptual annexation of taste. It's genuinely puzzling. Despite molten cheese tart's remarkable qualities, why hasn't Madame Ruan Mei acknowledged it? It's clear that it yearns for her love.
Yeah, what's up with that? What kind
Love from the creator to her creation? Familiar love? Doesn't sound right. Romantic love? Definitely not. I don't know. Expecting me to understand love is like asking me to map the farthest reaches of the universe.
Don't know experience there.
Remember, as long as
can
love
relate.
is your compass, you're on the right track. And in the wise words of the Honorable Molten Cheese Tart, love must be shouted from the rooftops.
And how's that been working out for it? Can I talk alone with molten cheese tart?
That depends if the Honorable Tart agrees to it. Oh? The Honorable Molten Cheese Tart has agreed.
You try to communicate with Ruan Mei's creation, get it away. You can throw these little monsters in here. But isn't that the main storage space? Are you serious? Isn't that where the Stellarn was? There's a one-way passage with the other end connected to the storage zone. It's extremely safe. Anyone I didn't talk to? I think I did, but it's kind of hard to tell. Look at that. There we go. Eat, shoots, and leaves. This is the toilet. This wasn't here before. You realize Ruan Mei's creation cannot be put in at all. It opens it and its eyes wide. You now have to explain to it that this has to be done in order to send it back to Ruan Mei's side. Like molten cheese tarts. Seems to believe that this is a flavor that can bring happiness. Seems resentful for being an unqualified life form. Seems eager to achieve great things. It wants to fully embrace its own philosophy and is inviting you to join in. You have to be firm believing that this is the best place for it. Ruan little life form was ruthlessly flushed down the jaw. Would be safely transported to the storage zone. As you progress, storage and drop come back first. Emergency came up that requires your attention. Emergencies come up. Go to Herta's office. and now we're here. She really doesn't have her own portrait. Well, Ruan Mei?
You're here.
Yeah.
Herta called Screwlam and I to the space station to discuss some important topics. She also sent an invite to Steven, but he didn't reply, and Herta didn't seem to want to wait any longer. And now, I wish for you to attend this meeting with me.
I'm no genius.
I don't want Herta to worry herself over these frivolous matters, even though she probably wouldn't care anyway.
Yeah, so you're back to neutral
Just
then?
in case, I want someone who will be on my side. In other words, you.
No one else is on your side?
Help me. It'll be easy. Just remember, my secret stays with you, don't pry too much, and keep your expressions in check.
Uh-huh.
Alright, let's go.
Forward. I'm really not sure what she has in mind. Wonder how long before we're actually introduced to Elio. We've seen Sam in some materials, emotions. Unless Elio has been introduced in an event that I haven't played yet. Which is quite possible. And of course, it's Elio who foresee a future where it would be necessary to gather people in order to fight Nanook. I don't think that was there before. Oh, this must be in the simulated universe.
Hi, Ruan Mei. I've been waiting for you. Oh, you're here too? Looks like you two have become quite friendly.
I ate a cake.
It's good to see you, madam. Affirmation. This reunion has happened earlier than my calculations predicted.
You probably have a factor that wasn't included.
Though you weren't invited, I welcome you to remember this historical moment. How long has it been since 3 geniuses were in the same room together? And how long will we have to wait for it to happen again?
And under what occasion?
Affirmative. Discounting our discussions on the simulated universe, our interactions are scarce. I look forward to the innovative ideas that may emerge from this juxtaposition of minds.
Oh well.
Let me get straight to the point. I think it's time to find another partner for the simulated universe.
You have someone in mind?
You wish to kick Steven out?
You didn't say anything about kicking anyone out.
No, of course not. Steven doesn't want to get involved and voted to abstain. Oh, whatever. Look, I respect the way people want to live, but he doesn't have the chance to be involved in this decision-making anymore.
Question. Are we introducing a 5th partner for the simulated universe?
Yes, a 5th genius.
Oh, that doesn't include me then.
The reason
I'm
for
already
our
involved
gathering is
besides.
clear to everyone present. What else could prompt such a gathering of brilliant minds except for the answer? No one can refuse the secret of the eons. Not even Xandar. We'll definitely get a response.
Oh, you want Xander. I
What
don't
if
know
the
about him.
responder is Polka Kakamond?
That'd be great!
Polka?
Hey, Lord of Silence, are you listening? I'm member number 83, Herta, and I want to meet you. I believe you and I will have a lot to talk about.
It's unlikely we'll hear from Polka Kakamond. She's been off the grid for quite some time. Probability, member number 64, Dr. Primitive, may appear.
Oh, I have an idea who will appear, and it's not Dr. Primitive.
That's a hard pass. Given Dr. Primitive's shady research practices and his tussle with the Galaxy Rangers, the IPC will surely turn this into a media circus. he can get lost. I'd prefer it if the simulated universe remained scandal-free.
Is it though?
What about you, Ching-Tu? Are you still in touch with her, Ruan Mei? Is she still alive?
Is she even?
Can we
she
ask her
says.
to leave if we are to discuss this topic? The process will be long and boring. There's no need to take up other people's time.
Of course! You brought her in after all. It's up to you.
It is.
All right. Let me walk you out.
There ended up being no point in me coming with her. Ruan Mei was just nervous.
And what the heck is this?
It's Ruan Mei's occurrence card.
Seems like a programming error.
Oh, this fragment of Ruan Mei. Have you seen it in the simulated universe before?
Yeah.
The
Something
simulated
similar.
universe is my home. I'm speaking nonsense again.
It's probably an isolated glitch.
Fine. I'm used to turning a blind eye to these things. It makes life easier. I am curious, though. Are you gonna keep it, Ruan Mei?
Keep it.
I probably will. Records indicate she likes this occurrence.
It gives more buffs.
All right, I agree. As long as it helps you with your research, you can do whatever you want.
But why did it appear
Come
just
along.
now?
I'll see you out. It appears I was overthinking things. Impulsive behavior is pretty characteristic of her after all.
So it would seem.
Thankfully, it was just a minor scare. Still, meetings give me such a headache. It seems I'll have to stay put for a while.
And it seems I'll have to keep collecting cakes for a
I
while.
see that you've recovered the life form in the master control zone. Thank you. Well done.
What exactly is it? Did it end up saying anything, or is there something I shouldn't hear?
I was simply being overly cautious. It is a habit of mine. Apologies. There's some things that I must tell you now. If I wait for the meeting to finish, then it might be too late.
That being the reason you decided to lock me
The
up?
retrieval of my life forms isn't complete yet. There's more than just one, and some are stored in a sealed zone.
I can go in
Proto
after
uses
them.
that place to welcome visitors from across the stars, or to welcome members of the Genius Society. However, due to the Legion's invasion, it is no longer open to the public, and now my headache is stored there.
Oh? There are other zones in this station, or so her to give you permission to use this
She
place?
gave me permission and said no more. I'm giving you my access card. Give me your hand, and I'll input your fingerprint into it. Stay vigilant, Assistant. Should you come across a threat you can't handle, just alert me. I'll come to your aid no matter what. Remember,
Already in my party.
there is a giant incubator in the middle of the zone. That's where my headache is stored. Once you're back, come find me on the railway platform. Then you'll understand everything.
We'll see if we understand that after all. Yep, this is definitely in the simulated universe. And away we go. When we get into the secluded zone, I think what I'll do is swap out Bronya for Ruan Mei. Better break. At least until I figure out what those enemies' weaknesses are. Assuming they're consistent, of course, I wouldn't have to switch my team. Ruan, head of the Division Commission on the Lao Flu, person who uses the third eye and matrix of precincts to foretell the route of Zhensho and the outcomes of events. And same strange stuff that's in Kafka's head that she also tells. Ruan said that according to, and even Kafka said, it seemed to indicate that gathering allies, even if they were fairly ordinary allies, would help in the fight against Nanook. It tries to destroy everything. Don't know exactly how, but gonna have to trust them on this one. Because we just don't know. Hope this loads back in rather than going to the black screen again. Because that always takes a lot of time. And just because it's loaded this doesn't necessarily mean that it won't go black. Or so I've learned. Usually though it only happens when I first load in. So it can happen 2 or 3 times in a row. Once I've started playing, it doesn't normally happen again. But it is happening there. So please do bear with. It's not really advancing. I can barely see the ping in the corner, the number being 999 in red. It's not encouraging. Come on and load in. I can't exactly move on. Load, not loaded. I mean, I can normally move, but it won't make any difference since I'll be reset. Gotta wait. And to black screen we go. Really don't like when it does that. But better stay on the screen and don't click away. It'll probably load in faster and load in fully. If I click away, it could go to successive black screens. Still, there we go.
What would a sealed zone look like?
Sealed and abandoned, I would assume. Kimiko, the one who repaired the Astral Express, witnessed the vast starry sky. She decided to travel aboard the Astral Express. Her hobby is brewing handmade coffee. Didn't Kokomi say something about the vast starry sky in her trailer? Yeah, it's pretty sure it's her. Oh. And we go more into the core of this station. The lights aren't on in here. Can't really make out what's here, but oh, it's a bot. It's got bandages on it. Oh, that's probably not good. And now it's sealed. This might have been good on Halloween, actually. Oh, lights. That's helpful. Make sure this is active. I'll go ahead and switch in Ruan Mei now. I could also use Zhu Yi if I really wanted to, but Silver Wolf is just handy to have until I know more about what I'm facing. Right. Not appreciating all of that.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Didn't even destroy it?
Buzz.
What's up with this unit? It looks different from the one in the master control zone.
Buzz. Madam Herta, open zone. Buzz. To welcome alien species, galactic visitors. High risk zone. Buzz. Service staff, inorganic life forms. Buzz. Permission status. Madam Ruan Mei. Permissions granted. Madam Herta. Fine. As long as it keeps her happy. Buzz.
I guess that's what it told them. Why are you here?
Buzz. I am a twin of the rice-frying robot. I am the leftover rice-frying robot. Buzz. Maintain zone
rice?
operation. Job of inorganic life forms. Buzz.
Oh, so they do
Welcome.
maintenance.
Buzz. Visitor. How can I help?
I'd like a map.
Basement 1. Transit hub. Buzz. Basement 2. Shuttle. Incubator. Dangerous curio storage. Buzz.
Sounds like I need to go to B2.
Corridor. Danger. Buzz. Welcome. Visitor. What do you need?
Where would I find the
Conclusion. You cannot enter. Probability 50%. Other paths are open. Assessment. Seeking directions. Buzz. Suggestion. Proceed to basement. Locate records of cultivation path. Buzz.
It wants us to go to circuitous route? Oh, I should stick to the story for now. Hopefully I can come back later for further exploration. Because this space isn't just limited to what I can see here, obviously. Look at all this. Oh, that's where I was before. Ooh, chest.
This might be of some use.
I can get Hertium again. Oh good, left the safe zone. That's not reassuring at all. Can't really see past the shadow. So, where have we arrived?
Let's wait and see.
Sound lingers.
Me as well. The door, or rather unlocking it so that I can unlock. Another safe zone. Oh, there's a document here. Is the rice cooker? No, let's see what is here first. We've got incubator tubes or some such. Privacy plot. Maintain the image.
The kindling for the phase flame is fascinating. Unfortunately, before the research could be completed, it vanished. I've initiated new attempts. The growth status of the two samples this time is promising. I incorporated personal taste preferences into the concept, but I'm uncertain about the outcome of such an action. They simultaneously possess two sets of emotional traits. They are at once cute, weak, sentimental, and sensitive, yet are also fierce, instigating, demanding, and confident. Interestingly, they also possess a kind of inclination, a yearning for their creator. It manifests as a natural, inherent emotion, similar to that of a baby towards its mother.
Yes, but do you understand?
Sustenance or the peculiar bond between humans.
Huh? What's that sound out there?
Anything here? It's a cat?
This is the headache Ruan Mei mentioned?
I doubt it.
It's
Looks
just
like
a
a cushion.
different flavor.
Refers to itself gray bean paste. Oh, that's him. Are you hiding in the desert? Aims to be connected with its shell. Looks deeply distressed, crying profusely.
Too much negative energy.
You need to in your own way, or everyone feels down once in a while. It seems deeply remorseful, and there's a glint of resentment in her eyes, as if it yearns for Ruan Mei's acknowledgement.
Why?
You gaze at her creation, which appears to still be waiting sadly for Ruan Mei to come get it. A hint of compassion tugs at your heart.
What's that noise?
Yeah, what is that thumping?
Follow me. It'll be okay. I need to find a place for this little one. That sound seems to be from that locked room. How do I get in?
Yeah.
Seems to sense your fear and starts humming a song for you. That's very considerate of it. This will go on further. door. Locked. Like some kind of storage room. Nothing else in here for now, although I'm sure we'll be back. In a circle, creation joined hands with each other. They're doing Twinkle Twinkle. Intertwined with joy and sorrow. I can see that rippling. Huh. Hello, Carlavander. Welcome to the stream. I'm doing okay. How are you? And also, thank you for the follow. I do appreciate it.
Repay.
Eternal.
Oh, those were still active. I activated those a Coon's age ago.
Grace and elegance.
Oh wait, that's already in. Let's take care of this.
More enemies. Time for a buzz.
Let's settle this.
Not really hurt that much. Can recover enough to recover. Small bangs.
Life. A true marvel.
Until you killed it, if you did that. Okay, that's sad.
Let's wait and see.
Sound lingers. Yeah.
Seems to consistently have an ice weakness.
Repay.
As well as quantum.
Existence is unity. Grace and elegance.
Time for a buzz.
Let's settle this.
Oh, these duplicating guys. This should... Yeah. Simple enough, but I saw another ripple, meaning that there's another one.
Life. A true marvel.
Oh, this one doesn't have ice weakness.
Every petal in life's garden. all will be swept away by the wind.
That should help. Or she doesn't have frenzy
Some
anymore.
value, I suppose. Eternal.
Can I have fun this time? Time for a buzz.
Oh, that took it right out.
Receive divinity.
Good as new.
Oh, please don't do the black screen again. Oh, I didn't even notice that Roni had been given a debuff.
Do not concern yourself with the outcome.
And she go back to Mei since she has. Good question. I have no clue. There's another one. What's its weakness gonna be? Quantum. So these guys both do the break.
This combat needs optimizing. This is double speed.
Let's slow them down. Well, that is one way to slow them down.
There's more to life. Existence is unity.
Huh. More enemies. Time for a buzz.
Gonna need a heal. I'm pretty sure there's a way to do that, actually.
Nice. Let's do it again when you're leveled up.
Let's see. In there, in there. Wait, these ones don't do heals. Is that just like... That's almost like a shortcut. Oh, that healed us up. And we're in another safe zone.
Never imagined there'd be so many of them.
You did say a bunch escaped.
You're here too? Seems like this is the other end of that one-way path.
So that means this is where Ruan Mei wanted them to be? Let's see what the recording says.
The final days that member number 23 Echa spent in the mechanical city showed me that even the longest of lives, such as hers, have a limit. I I'm now certain that the outcome of this cultivation is failure.
Well,
Life
what
can
kind of
exist
fitting?
in
What
thousands of
possibilities?
different forms, which means the form itself has no purpose.
That's not true at
These
all.
life forms are very advanced in their own concepts, and can even trigger chain reactions such as synesthesia. But that is not what I desire. I'm starting to feel lost. Perhaps the question, what is the essence of life, never had an answer. Member 1, Sandar, have you ever felt this lost? Or resigned?
Well, she feels purposeless, but at the same time, her creations feel rejected because she calls them a fate. Was there a thing to pick up? Yeah. Ooh, there are a few here.
Sound lingers.
Let's wait and see.
Some of them do.
The moon shines on the truth.
Let's do this fight. There'll be a bit of training.
Repay.
Eternal. Every petal in life's garden, all will be swept away by the wind.
Eternal sleep is not the end.
Dead return!
They might have recovered from frozen, but... Okay, which ones? None of them actually seem to have this break, so let's
An endless lifespan.
go after the one that's
Blade of moonlight.
closest there.
Some value, I suppose.
All will be revealed. In lunar flame.
Round 2.
Nowhere to run.
I was mostly out of tricks, but of course she still has her frenzy skill. Let's see. Only one left. Let's
Existence is unity.
do her skill again.
Huh. More enemies. Time for a buzz.
That's a new
You
weakness.
chose the wrong enemy.
Break.
Blade fodder.
I think this'll do it. Nice.
Mere worldly possessions.
Although I can't say for sure exactly how much having Ruan Mei instead of Bronya might have helped.
I never imagined there'd be so many of them.
Or is she gonna say that every time? Okay, let's go in.
Are you telling me to keep going?
What's this one?
Life is countless and varied in form. I firmly believe in that.
Yes, it is.
Beauty is like a myriad of flowers, and I want to pluck the one that never wilts. The patterns of all things always have complicated and enchanting exteriors, while their inner essences remain simple and plain. If we were to trace things back to their roots, just one equation would be enough to solve the confusion of all life. Ever since I was a child, I have always delighted in observing aspects of microscopic creatures, such as the speed with which slime molds devour objects. I have also gazed far and wide across the macroscopic world, investigating the progress of the universe up to this day. It was all very simple.
Calling it simple, I guess that's the true mark of a genius. Although, the more you know you don't know.
I wish to discover the true essence of life, something that all individuals possess unknowingly, whether it is the materialism of their existence or an unknown entity beyond corporeal realms.
The true essence of life? To strive.
To avoid blind faith in science, I cautiously raised a query. Would Ruan Mei be able to peel away external influences? Just like pinpointing a coordinate, would she be able to uncover life's most primordial and beautiful form of existence?
I don't think so. People are always looking into origins, and there are some they just can't find.
I thought of one life form that would truly lie beyond my reach, and that is...
What did she do? Whoa. Okay, that definitely got...
Try harder.
Yikes.
Stand down.
Well, let's see if we can do something about that, shall we?
Enjoying yourself?
It cannot come to
Tedious.
Oh, that's very bad.
Blade of moonlight. All will be revealed in the lunar flame.
But I still got it.
Do not concern yourself with the outcome.
I kinda got to. That's better. Every time I cross that, even if I'm going backwards. That's still this room, isn't it? Which way am I trying to go anyway? Oh, forward from there. Could be this way, but I should also make sure that I'm aware. Aware enough. This is not a safe zone. I can't interact with that? Or at least not yet. Read the record. Duration of sunlight exposure is a crucial factor affecting mood. Basking in starlight has been proven to be an effective method to alleviate negative emotions.
Sounds fitting.
Accommodates the gray bean paste.
Stay here for a bit. Did something just open?
Apparently. You've still been operating normally, huh?
Yeah.
There's more up here. Unable to operate at the moment. Okay. Let's see if going ahead changes that.
Hidden room. Buzz. Only Madame Ruan Mei has permissions. Please submit your ID.
I have a
Buzz.
card.
Permissions granted. Buzz. Select from the below services. 1. Check historical incubation records. 2. Inorganic lifeform companionship chat service.
Companionship?
This function has been damaged. Buzz.
Check the records.
This?
I thought of one life form that would truly lie beyond my reach. And that is an emanator.
Not a neon?
I cannot comprehend what an emanator is.
Even though people become emanators?
Scholars view them as the executors of the Eon's power. So, when did it begin? And at what point did they become closer to the Eons than any other life form? At first, I tried to create a genius. I failed. That question has no solution yet, and a long journey of discovery still lies ahead. However, erudition isn't the only path in the universe. If we set logic aside, would there be more primitive and pure emanators on other paths?
Depends on the path.
Of course there would be. Hazyronth. I was able to see the beginning and end of the swarm disaster through the simulated universe, obtain data on the Imperator and Sectorum and their descendants, replicate them, nurture them, and create a brand new scientific discipline.
You want to replicate them?
It is a logical decision. I
No,
will
it's not.
certainly succeed. The entity that I reconstruct will bloom into a life never before seen. Will Herta and Screwlum like this experiment? Most likely not. Therefore, before they realize what I am doing, I must hurry my work, as well as find a fitting assistant.
That's why she came after us.
Permission granted. Buzz. Select from the below services. 1. Check visit.
Visit records, open the entrance.
Madame Ruan Mei. Alien species. Man with plaster head. Buzz.
Man with plaster head.
Seems like there's something new.
Open the-
Permission granted.
That sound's coming from above.
Oh, that's fine. See if there's anything around here that I... Yep. Oh, there's something. Nature of emotions. I definitely don't think she understands emotions. If she did, you might not want to revive Taser. Although, Kafka understands at least some emotions, but she doesn't do fear. Well, Let's open this up.
Grace and elegance. Existence is unity.
This combat needs optimizing.
I need to break these guys so they can't duplicate fast.
Time for a buzz.
Let's settle this.
Let's just take this guy out then. Already need to heal again.
Life. A true marvel.
I see two more, but it's hard to tell which might be close. Whoops. I was able to get away. I wonder how far away it puts me. But to find out. Oh. That's a significant distance back. It didn't replace any of the monsters, did it? Oh, come on. I so had that.
Every petal in life's garden, all will be swept away by the wind. Some value, I suppose. Existence is unity.
Huh. More enemies. Time for a buzz.
Let's see if I can knock him out.
This combat needs optimizing. This is double speed.
Cascade effect.
Receive divinity.
Good as new.
Eternal sleep is not the dead return!
And that's just one battle. We already know there's another one.
Nice.
Right
Let's
there.
do it again when you're leveled up.
Oh, come on. I know I can take them.
Bloom.
There's more to life. Eternal.
Can I have fun this time?
Let's
Time
take it
for
out.
a buzz.
Let's settle this.
tedious.
Oh, I agree.
Blade of moonlight. Nowhere to run.
Well, didn't even get much of a chance to heal him.
Nice.
Wonder
Let's
if
do it
there's
again
another
when you're
anchor up
leveled up.
ahead, or if I should go back. I see another ripple there. There's probably one at the top of this. Of course, we were heading down before and now we're heading back up again. Safe zone. Surely there's an anchor here that we can use to heal on.
Huh? There's someone in the distance. Who is that?
We've asked that question before. And we spotted Ruan Mei at the station, actually. This is a mirror image of the other level when we just came down. Oh, come on, it's breaking.
Here, a genius move. And how will you counter it? Only an idiot would ask such a question. Just move this here.
He plays itself, of course.
You look distressed. Something the
easy.
matter? If that's the case, you better get thinking.
Are you waiting for a sign? Time is ticking. Descend via the elevator. What you seek is there.
Are you here, or you know what I'm looking for?
Have you considered whether the answer to your question will be of any relevance to our current predicament?
I assume you're here in relevance to that.
If a question is of no help, then don't ask it. Time is clearly precious to the both of us. Never mind. Allow me to clarify something. I know exactly who you are, and I'm aware you are in Ruan Mei's employ. This was not my intended destination. I just happened to find my way here during my visit and saw what she was up to.
You got lost?
My goals are roughly aligned with yours. Since you're here, I won't intercede. But should you fail, I will be forced to prevent some avoidable misfortunes.
I don't plan on failing.
That's all you need to know. Just 2 paragraphs. Very effective communication.
Yes, efficient. Not a bad person after all. Why do you wear an alabaster head? Or thank you for telling me that.
Because I can't bear to see idiots. Of course, they wouldn't want to see me either. The real Ruan Mei's creation is hidden in the giant incubator below us. Go. Take the elevator and bear witness to this genius masterpiece.
Very well. Let's heal up and see what it's all about. Of course, we just came up and we're gonna go back down again. Yep. probably going deeper than before as well. Oh, it hadn't finished yet. That looks like an arena.
The space station has an area this big?
Oh good, a safe space. Well, if that's the case.
Let's wait and see.
The moon shines on the truth.
That's not encouraging. Oh, goo. Nice. Nice reflex, but you really should be in fire mode.
An emanator of propagation clone? How can that be?
It simply can't.
Every petal in life's garden will be swept away by the wind of time.
Oh, of course. We're on
Another
single
soon to be departed.
and we can Star Crusher Swarm King Starkabans Synthetic.
Some value, I suppose.
Receive divinity.
So
It hits hard.
Can I have fun this time?
Let's
Time for a
add a
fun.
weakness.
I'll see you off.
This combat needs optimizing. This is double speed.
It wasn't quantum, but every little bit will help.
Later. All will be revealed. In lunar flame.
There's more to life.
Oh yeah, this is the guy that gets stronger the more you hit it.
Eternal. Enjoying yourself?
Storm King releases Swarm every time it's hit. Oh yeah, that was what I meant.
You chose the wrong enemy.
Let's unfreeze me.
So this is the warmth of life.
Eternal sleep is not the end. The dead return!
And break it.
It'll destroy the space station.
Some value, I suppose.
Oh, we've been hitting that like that, did that? I didn't even hit it directly.
I'll see you off. Receive divinity.
Save it for your own
Repay.
sake. Nowhere to run.
That's definitely ouch.
Every petal in life's garden, all will be swept away by the wind.
Huh. More enemies.
Oh, would you look
I've
at
got
that?
a raid to get to. Time for a buzz. This combat needs optimizing. This is double speed.
There's more to life.
Let's hit
Eternal
this
sleep
first.
is not the dead return.
I thought it would create more for us to hit.
Existence is unity.
You chose the wrong enemy.
Oh, now it's in the multiply state. After this, it's May.
Time for a buzz.
Yep.
All will be revealed. In lunar flame.
Now it's vulnerable again and not in swarm. Oh, let's attack it.
Eternal.
Nowhere to run.
Okay, next phase of the story. Oh, I dropped frames. Somewhere. Not sure where, though. And this should also trigger Echo War. That's why you should have used preservation.
After 56 seconds, the creature was unable to sustain its own existence and vanished as if it had never been born. The threat is over. Time to get going.
You know the way up. Not for me, for you. I'm pretty sure your sense of direction is...
Is it over? I need to get some answers out of Ruan Mei.
I'll take that. I guess we go up to see her. That was an interesting battle, although it's definitely not going to be the same as the Echo War version. That one is always tougher. I think if you have characters who can weakness break the ad mobs, you can make the big one vulnerable faster, maybe. So maybe you want more follow-up attacks in DOT as well. Although, of course, there are only so many characters you can put in a team, so you can't have everything. It's like the preference for teaming up Jingyuan and Topaz, or you go with Kafka and Gwyn. You can't really mix them because they don't work well off of each other. But at the same time, you have someone like Bladey and Jinglu, and they work very well together. And when they're using their big attacks, they also do AoE, so they're very good for this. So in Pure Fiction, you want to layer follow-up attacks so that you get fast attacks all the time. It's gonna go black screen again, isn't it? Come on, I want to set up the story. Can't move, can't do anything. Just waiting. Waiting for my ping to return to normal. Also, I see that capsule there, so I can get my technique points back. This takes forever. I would like to go there. And I have to wait for everything to come back up now. I don't know how much more story there is. There we go. Skill points restored. Ruan Mei, meet Ruan Mei. And also, how about some answers?
The meeting of geniuses is over. As for the future of the simulated universe, that conclusion isn't important. What's important is your task.
I've mopped up Scareskaven.
You look upset, correct? I regret my actions. There's no defending what I've done. Time and again, my experiments have fallen short, and they've always yielded predictable results.
Oh, then what about the cupcakes?
I made a clone, but it doesn't hold a candle to the emanator.
It still could have destroyed the station. You didn't have to lie to me.
How should I have explained it to you? I'm not good at communicating with others. Restrained by time and place, its code of life could only be considered an incomplete attempt. I managed to replicate the moment it was born, However, it would soon disappear and be reduced to particles. Like every living being, it inevitably faced its demise as it journeyed towards the end. I find no fault in that. However, even the briefest life should have meaning. I want to know the limits of its capacity. It will indicate how far I've gone in a field completely incomprehensible to me. And it was a minuscule step. Just as I had predicted.
You almost hit me. Are you going to keep researching? What about life outside of research?
Indeed. This is how I keep the distractions at bay. I have to admit that research once made me obsessive. That wasn't a good period in my life. Though now I navigate it much more smoothly.
You're less obsessive now?
I must admit, I'm not fond of scenarios where everything aligns perfectly with my expectations. An experiment should have its unforeseen twists.
That sure is a twist.
That's where the joy lies. Even the most predictable storylines can have their pleasant surprises.
It's definitely
I have to
weird.
admit that these little ones born in the process sometimes move me. I see a human-like response in them. It is a concept completely opposite to that of divinity. They have emotions. Emotions may be either positive or negative. However, the love rooted in the depths of their heart is eternal and unchanging. They're still a long way from becoming geniuses, and are therefore unable to discern whether this love is one of friendship, romance, or familial love.
They admire you, that's for sure.
That being said, can even geniuses tell the difference? I cannot, at least. I do not understand what love is, and cannot respond to their feelings.
Why not make an attempt?
Do you believe
It's
my actions were
rather
wrong?
cruel. Rather cruel not to try.
There's no need to tell me your answer. I just felt like asking the question. How should I take care of them? Perhaps leaving them at the space station is the best choice.
They want you to
Do I
acknowledge
seem
them.
irresponsible? I'm sorry. I am often at a loss as to how to face my own creations.
Even though you create them.
The effects of the anti-truth serum will also wear off. If others mention me to you in the future, you can answer however you like. Or even pretend you never knew me. After all, your memory of me will soon dissipate like smoke.
You'd be surprised.
Over time, hidden truths tend to surface. Past traumas, which I'd rather leave behind, have made me skeptical about trusting anyone but myself. If I do not want a secret revealed, the most foolproof way is to destroy it. The anti-truth serum will make you forget the brief period we spent together. It won't take effect immediately. It is a slow, intangible process, like the sweet fragrance of lotus leaves, plum blossom, sticky rice, and frosting sugar. Perhaps you'll remember someone performed selfish experiments on the space station, but you will no longer remember their identity. Perhaps we'll meet again someday, but you won't be able to connect me with the recollection.
I somewhat doubt that. Oh, and there was a man with an alabaster head.
That way, the connection between life forms will be erased. Friendships, secrets, grudges, lies, all will disappear.
That doesn't erase the fact they happened.
It will make our lives more relaxing. I believe you. Screwlum will stay on the space station for a while longer. He and Herta still have problems they need to solve. As for me, I'm leaving soon and won't bother with goodbyes.
Goodbye.
Do you still remember the no man's land I mentioned? I'm considering a solo trip back there during my research downtime. Just to see how things are.
With your
I
creations?
miss member number 55 reaching to sometimes. She used to always make something delicious for me to drink every time we parted ways. I hope I won't meet member number 4 Polka Kakamond. That would be quite troublesome. Who knows when the next gathering of geniuses will be? Do you have anything else you want to say to me?
You trust me now, and hope you'll come back and visit your creations.
I promise I will, Miss Assistant. If fate allows and you're interested, upon our next meeting, we could journey to No Man's Land and traverse its tranquil glaciers.
I'd go to it.
Though I suppose it wouldn't be No Man's Land anymore. What a conundrum.
Strange person. I wouldn't exactly call her evil, but she's definitely not good either. Oh, both of them.
Huh?
I'll follow her, if she lets them. Oh, that's the story complete. Ruan Mei has become a visitor to the Express. You might come across her when you return to it. Snack life. Asked to offering tea. Oh, look at the little emote. Text? Need specifics. What's the context? Madam Ruan Mei created some interesting little critters on the space station. I accommodated them temporarily in the seclusion zone. Now I'd like you to nurture these little ones. By me. Wouldn't it be better if you do it yourself? Among the people I know, you showed the best match. Also, these things Madam Ruan Mei left behind kind of related to you. With Mr. Squealam's help, I upgraded the robot programs. The helper robot will assist you the entire way, of course. I'll keep an eye on you. You've got this. Oh, for the critter pick. I just want to check to make sure. If I go to Echo War now. Yep. The whole planet's old crater. That is indeed there. Do they all give 4-star icons too? Supposes that they must. Oh, that was definitely one objective that I needed to complete. To get that there so that I could get the materials for their skills. Assignment's not ready yet. Achievement from the quest. Got 50 readable items in Herta Space Station. I do try to avoid leaks, so I'm not sure how the kit for anyone who was teased so far is. I'm pretty sure I'll want Sparkle, or Hannah-Bee, as she is also called. Probably Robin and Firefly, especially since Firefly seems to be the Kiana. And of course Acheron, she's riding me. But that does about do it for this time being. So, I do hope that you enjoyed this episode and found it entertaining and also helpful. If you haven't already done this mission, you now know what to expect of it and everything else that comes with it. I am going to do dinner. So thanks again for watching. You can, if you want, check out my YouTube channel. You can like, comment below what you thought, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications when I post a video or go live. You can also please check out my Twitch, drop me a follow, which I greatly appreciate it. And you'll get notifications when I go live as well. Oh, she does embroidery. So thanks again for watching until the next stream, video, or whatever. Please do stay safe, stay healthy, and remember to be excellent to one another. Bye-bye. I can't really do it in two or one-handed and then go to my other stuff. Bye-bye.